Car Khan coming with another camp through the spirit and power how about Shimmy Shy. Before I get started, I'm gonna give all praise and the glory to Yahweh by Shem, Yahweh Shai, by Shimmer Takwadash, the honor to the Father of the great millstone who do well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that preach the truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. And I'm out here prophesying the downfall and the destruction of Babylon the Great, which is America according to the scriptures. And Lord willing, this to be edifying, man, to the hopeful elect. 'Cause that's who this truth is for anyway. That's who this gospel is for anyway. It's for the elect of the nation of Israel, the elect of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indian descent, and no other people. No one else, man. You know, but I'm gonna pull this out real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 62, verse 6. It said, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem. And those watchmen is the prophets, man. You know, so the Lord said he sent watchmen for Jerusalem. That right there show you who the Lord sent this message for. And that these scriptures, hold on. And that these scriptures and this gospel is for only Jerusalem. That's why he said watchmen for the walls of Jerusalem. You know, hey, and it say which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Yet ye that make mention of the Lord keep not silent. So it said that they were gonna never hold their peace day nor night. Meaning what? That they were gonna be out teaching. This word is gonna be constantly coming out. They're gonna be constantly bringing this word out. And when you see with the start with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, you know the apostles and elders specifically. When you go on YouTube, man, that'd be one of the first things that pop up my timeline. Another a video or a live thing that's on the YouTube by the apostles. Whether they streaming at that moment, whether it's say an hour ago or 7 hours ago, all day, every day. That'd be the main thing on my timeline. It'd be videos of the apostles is constantly throwing out there. But it don't just be the apostles, it'd be other brothers too. But what up, bro? It'd be hold on one second. All right. So like you about that. Somebody I know had walked up and shit. But back to bringing the word out, man. Uh, I'm actually gonna reread that verse I just had. This is Isaiah 62 and 6. It said, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. So it said that the Lord, he set a watchman that's going to constantly push this truth out there, bring this truth out, constantly upload lessons, so the word can reach throughout the ends of the earth by the way of the YouTube, constantly coming out here on the highways and hedges, so the people can see your face and going and throwing up videos and posting those on the YouTube. This word is constantly being brought out, man. Because the Lord prophets is out here to prophesy, man. This prophecy right here is coming to pass right now. Till Jerusalem be a praise in the earth. Meaning what? Till the kingdom of heaven is established. That's when Jerusalem is going to be a praise in the earth. Because Jerusalem is not being a praise in the earth right now. Jerusalem is not desired, you know, it's looked down upon, it's despised, you know, it's the scum of the earth, the trash of the earth, you know. But when Jerusalem is praised, hey, Israel, talk about the Israelites, we gonna be on top, man. We gonna be above all nations. Gonna be the top nation upon the planet Earth under Yahweh Shah, who this world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. Now I'm gonna grab this real quick and I'm gonna go back to that Isaiah. This is book of John, chapter 7, verse 38. It say, He that believeth on me, as the scripture have said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. So there you go. It said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. The living water is talking about the scriptures, man. These scriptures is living water, is that fountain of water, is that everlasting the words to everlasting life, you know? That's talking about the scriptures. So it's saying if you believe on the Lord, you're gonna constantly preach these scriptures, you're gonna constantly teach about this and constantly bring the word out, you know? Eh, oh yeah, just out here preaching the word. But what you say? Yeah, yeah, you can listen. Yeah, this public property. This for anybody to listen, you know. I'm just out here. Huh? Oh no, I'm not embarrassed. No, I'm chilling. I'm just preaching the word of the Lord, you know, reading out the scriptures, uploading it on the YouTube. Yeah. Okay, you can hear, you can listen. But yeah, man. So if you believe on the Lord, you're gonna preach these scriptures. You're gonna bring these scriptures out, man. You know, you're not gonna hold them in like it talk about in the New Testament about hiding it in the napkins. You're not gonna hide these words in a napkin. You're gonna constantly bring these words out so the world can hear them. You know, but back in Isaiah now, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 62, verse 6. It said, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, and give him No praise till he established, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. So there you go. It said that he was going to set watchmen that was going to constantly preach this word, man, day and night, giving the Lord no silence. Because when you out here doing these lessons, and when you out here on the streets, prophesying, you're crying. That's a form of crying out to the Lord, man. You know, so when you preaching these scriptures, that's another form of crying out to the Lord. So this word is gonna constantly come out until the end come, until the kingdom of heaven is established, man. You know, by the way of his prophets. Um, I'm gonna grab this now. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 13. No, well, I'll show that verse 13. Say, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So, right, you have to endure to, you have to suffer through your daily afflictions, your daily sufferings, and still bring the word out no matter what. It was just raining early, not too long ago, maybe 30 minutes ago. Hey, and we still came out here to teach, man. You know, it don't matter about your living condition. It don't matter about the condition of the weather. You're going to endure all the way to the end, man. You know, if you're a part of his select, and it say, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So there you go. And say that this gospel, meaning this good news, this word, these scriptures, is gonna constantly be preached throughout the whole world. And how did that happen? By us traveling to different cities? No, but by um uploading these lessons on the YouTube, man. Because you could be listening. We're in Cleveland, Ohio. You could be listening to the same live stream right now, all the way in China somewhere, or all the way in Europe somewhere, or Africa somewhere. The same exact live stream, man. That's how the word's being pushed throughout the whole world, man, by the way of the internet, man. By the way of the YouTube. That's the number one resource you can find us the 100% truth on, man. The gospel of the Lord, man. But then it said, and then shall the end come. So hey, the word is already preached, pushed out all the way to the end. I mean, so like it's pushed out to the end of the world. All right, night. Have a nice day. Yeah, thank you for that. For sure. Thank you. You know, uh, yeah, man. You already know what time she was on, though. She was just choosing. She wanted to get chose. I claim her in the kingdom of heaven, man. She gonna be, hey, if she a Israelite, she gonna be a wife. If she not an Israelite, she gonna be a concubine, man. And she gonna be in my chambers, man. Lord willing. Claim her in the kingdom of heaven. She came, a sweet and white, came right here just to record whatever she was doing, you know. Wanted to get some of this spirit over here, man. you know. But anyway, uh yeah, man. The end is about to we're the end is near, man. We're in the end, you know. We're in good. How are you? Pretty good. What you doing? I was just preaching the word. Preaching the word? Yeah, the word of the Lord. Well, that's awesome. Yeah. Huh? To the camera? Oh no, you can't say hi, but thanks though. How are you too? Man, these Edomites own it today, man. They out here. I claim them too. Buddy gonna be a fucking servant. Cause see, it's the spirit they walking up because I was about to lead into this into that topic next, man. Cause that's what's gonna come when the kingdom of heaven established. The Lord is gonna give us servants and handmaids, man. You know? And these heathens, they can feel it, man. I remember I was watching a video Apostle Tahar just did recently, man. I think it was last week, or maybe if it wasn't this week that just passed, it probably was the week before. But man, on the video, he was talking about how the Edomites, and I remember him speaking about this account before. But when the Edomites from some they're different from a different country. They from Europe or somewhere. They came to America and they ran across them at the fucking they Slovakia. They ran across them at the camp and they said they basically said look he was basically saying like Edomites going to slavery. He said they was like we'll be your slaves right now in captivity, man. We in captivity. They ready to be our slaves now, man. But how much more when it really come, man? It's an old saying: if you can't beat them, join them, man. It's gonna be a lot. The Lord said that every knee shall bow, talking about to Him, talking about to the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. But see, these nations, they're gonna bow the knee to us, the Israelites, man. Say that they gonna lick the dust from off our feet. Matter of fact, I'm about to grab that real quick. But no, that's a spirit. That spirit is this just happened because my spirit was already on oh speaking on this topic, man. Of sovereignty that the Lord's about to give his elect, about to give his men, about to give his people, man. Because Deuteronomy 7:6 say what? That thou art a chosen nation, you know, a chosen special people unto himself. I grabbed that too, but let me find this real quick. This is Micah 7:17. They shall lick the dust like a serpent. They shall move out. They shall move out their holes. Salakia. It say they shall lick the dust like a serpent. They shall move out their holes like worms of the earth. They shall be afraid of the Lord our God and shall fear because of thee. Hold on, that's a good one too, but hold on. That's a good one too, man. That's a good one too. Cause see, in the kingdom of heaven, when the kingdom was being bit, these fucking heathens, they're gonna be living in pits and shit, man. Especially you Edomites, they gonna be living in pits and shit like that, man. While they're building our kingdom, that's gonna be everlasting. Because before the kingdom of heaven is completely established and built, and the cities and all that. Before that process come, it's going to be a process called 1,000 years of slavery, hardcore slavery for all nations outside the nation of Israel. Because one, they got to pay for what they did to the nation of Israel. They got to pay for what they did to the earth, and they have to build the kingdom up because they're gonna be our servants and handmaids, man. We ain't gonna be building a kingdom, you know. We ain't gonna be out fucking working and shit, picking up fucking bricks and gold and different minerals and shit, trying to build this. No, we're not gonna lift up a finger, man. Because we gonna be Lord God Kings. We gonna be Lord God Kings, priests, princes, and princesses, man. We ain't gonna be lifting shit when the Lord deliver us out of this captivity, man. We're gonna be at that top royal estate again, man. You know, and these heathens, they can feel it. They can feel it. That's why Shorty right here just walked up, stood right next to me. You had um Shorty and her dude. They gonna be my servant and handmaid. You know, we gonna have him in the field, of course, but they just walked past. They wanted to get in the camera. She was like, It's so crazy. The Edomite chick was like, oh, what she say? She was like, um, can we say hi? I'm like, me like hi on the camera, like, no, because it's the Lord's work. We take this serious up here. You ain't about to just jump in. Matter of fact, y'all not even allowed in the congregation, first of all, you know. So no, you cannot hop in my camera while I'm going live, preaching the word of the Lord, man. No. But the point is, they see this, they feel that spirit of the transition and of power, man. And that's what's going on right now. The Lord is turning the tables. He's switching the roles, you know? But I don't know who the fuck this is. But like I said, we're gonna get these scoffers up out of here. I get scoffers on my fuck. This is the most I ever got scoffers on my page, man. But go ahead. This is Isaiah 49 and 23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers, and they shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. So there you go. Uh-huh. There you go, man. This is a beautiful scripture, man. It said they kings and they queens. You know, they'll be nursing fathers and nursing mothers. Top people, top noble people that this society today look up to. You know, your fucking Rothschilds, your Rockefellers, you David Rothschilds, Evelyn Rothschilds, John Rockefellers, all these Jacob Rockefeller, whatever Rothschild, whatever they names is, your Donald Trumps, all these well, he's a low level, but point is all these high top people that today's society look up to, they're gonna be at the bottom licking the dust of our feet, man, bowing down. Being our nursing fathers, nursing mothers to our children, taking care of our children, you know, they're gonna be literally brought all the way to the bottom. We're gonna be brought all the way to the top. Can you really hear that? Can you believe that? For so long, our people, Judah all the way to Issachar, been at the fucking bottom oppressed until this day. But the Lord is gonna change that in the twinkling of an eye, man. That show you the power of Yahweh Shem Shah. You know? That this is of the power of Yahweh Shem Shah. This is not of men, you know? And this is what the Lord has planned for the nation of Israel. That's why we out. That's why we so eager and out here so much, man. Week in, week out, every week. Like bro I knew from school and shit. He ride on the scooter, he be going to work. That's why I walked off the camera earlier. He said, yo, he like, damn, either Saturday or Sunday, I see y'all out here every week. Because this word is constantly being brought out. This is part of the good news, man. This is what the Lord's about to bring to his people, man. You know, and not to um 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 the whole world. Only his people is gonna take part of this, and only the elect of his people is gonna be the first to take part of this and get the best, the bit the most portion out of this, man. You know? I'm gonna bring that back though. It say she over there fucking with them brothers now. It say, and kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face towards the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. And we're not going to be ashamed because the Lord is going to answer every single motherfucking cry, man. The Lord is going to execute every single judgment. He's going to plead every single um cause, and he's going to lift us up, man, and take us out of this estate. We're going to know that the Lord is, we're going to truly know that the Lord is on our side, man. Once he deliver us out this fucking place, man. You know? He's like, oh, heavy scripture right here, man. I'm about to do a side lesson on this one, you know? And like I said, it was just all spiritual how this whole thing just happened. You have First, we have bro from school come up and made a statement because when he walked up, that's when I was talking about um this word constantly being brought out, over and over, nonstop. This how you know we're at the end. Until he made Jerusalem praise in the earth. Then when he made Jerusalem praise in the earth, then what you had three different fucking heathens or appear to be heathens uh show reverence, basically, you know? 'Cause, hey, and two of them was woman. So um the Lord is manifesting every day, man. And he's gonna manifest even more, man. He's gonna manifest this thing even more, man. Cause hey, like I say, this word is not this word don't go back void, man. You know? Everything the Lord is faithful and true, you know? So this is the next thing, the next main event after this place get destroyed, man. Receiving full power, full control back in the earth that we lost, man. 'Cause we once had it. We definitely had it, all 12 tribes. But we sinned against the Lord. That's what made us lose it. You know? That's why it's important to come back to the Lord, man. But 2/3 they don't see that they don't want to come back to the Lord. They want to still be niggas, man. They still want to be fucked up. They don't care about what the betterment for their nation, for their people, for themselves. You know, um, I'm going to go back on here real quick. This is the book of no Isaiah 14, man. Gotta pull that out, man. This is Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. So let's talk about how he's gonna have mercy on Jacob and choose Israel. They don't talk about how he's going to have mercy on the whole nation or he's gonna have mercy on the Edomites. It only is specifically speaking about Israel. It said the watchmen had watchmen on our walls on Jerusalem, you know? Now it's about having mercy and choosing Israel, you know? It's not mentioning no other nation, you know? And the only reason why this word was preached unto all nations, because it's Israelites scattered amongst all nations. And this Isaiah 14 about to go right with it, man. It say, and strangers shall be joined with them. Is that talking about heathens, other nations, Edomites? No, that's talking about Israelites that scattered amongst the other nations that took on the other nations' customs. Just like before we even, because wait, most of us wasn't born knowing the truth. We ain't grow up learning that we was Israelites from newborn all the way up. No, we was thinking that we was African and American and Puerto Rican and Mexican and all these other different bywords and proverbs is devil thrown upon us, man. So meaning what? That we were following after these Gentile. We was at a Gentile estate because we didn't know our heritage, man. A Gentile being at a Gentile estate is following another a custom that's not custom of nation of Israel. Where in the Bible does it say African American or being black? Well, y'all should just say that. But you know where I'm going with this. Where does it where these different ethnicities that Esau, Edom, so-called white man gave upon our people? Where's black culture at in the scriptures, man? You know, black magic and all this. That's none of that shit is in the scriptures, man. Because those are heathen customs. You know what's in the scriptures? The law, statutes, and commandments. You know, the keeping the Sabbath, not bowing down on no other gods. You know, the high holy days. Um, you know, not committing adultery. Stealing from your neighbor, murdering your neighbor. You know, honoring your father and mother. Those are the things that Yahweh Shem Shah, man. And those are things that we once not had before we came in this truth. So them strangers is talking about Israelite foreigners that didn't know they were Israelites, that was following after heathen customs, man. And the Lord having mercy on us by having us get away from that and come back to our customs. That's the mercy right there. You know, that's the most mercy you can ever fucking get. Cause now you on the path to salvation. That's the beauty of that. You know, now you got a chance to receive salvation, man. That these people don't have a chance of getting, including 2/3 on this side for 2/3. You know, and say, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. So there you go. It said that we're gonna possess them, talking about the other nations for servants and handmaids. So this how you know the strangers is not talking about other nations either, because now it's talking about putting people having taking people, making them servants and handmaids. Well, if we all gonna receive the salvation, why would the other nations be servants and handmaids then? If we always gonna be servants, receiving salvation, all nations, who gonna be the servants and handmaids then? Because the ones who receiving salvation not gonna be servants and handmaids, you know. So, yo, that chick funny as hell. But um, the servants and handmaids about the other nations, man. And that's and they gonna bow down. Like I said, they gonna lick the dust of our feet. They gonna clean our boots with their tongue. Their woman gonna be in our chambers. Their man gonna be in the field. Their woman gonna be big. Yeah, we gonna put their ass to work too. But when it's time to go up in them chambers, that ass going right in them chambers. And they ass is gonna be ready, you know, to get popped by their master, by their Lord, which is gonna be an Israelite men, you know, and they're gonna do it all, man. We're gonna make their ass do it all and put a big ass honey bun in their stomach, man. A fat ass golden corral, one of them fucking golden corral breads, the with the butter on it and shit. We gonna put a fat ass golden corral bread in their stomach, man. You know, but no, this is a part of the gospel. This part that's royalty right there, man. This is what our forefathers did. Shit, um, Redbone, King Solomon's son, his mom was an Ammonite. You know, so yeah, we're gonna be ruled. So this is when we gonna have true sovereignty over the whole world, man. Over all nations. There ain't no brag gonna be able to do shit about it, man. You know, but bow down. You know, suck it up. Matter of fact, he gonna work. You want to do something about it? Go back to work, nigga. Big rocks and little rocks. This is what to take place, man. You know, all this other shit that's going on. This is just for the moment. You know, this shit is a big. The America is a big ass Instagram account, man. It's only for the fucking moment, man. It's not. It don't last forever. You know, what's gonna last forever is the nation of Israel ruling in righteousness, man, under Yahweh Shah, and true righteousness, man. We're gonna do it the right way this time. We ain't gonna do it the wrong way, you know, because we're gonna be perfect. We're gonna have the laws written in our inward parts. Like everything we gonna do, it's gonna be according to the laws of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. It's not gonna be all of our own heart like it is on this side, man. You know, it's a and they shall take them captives who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Right. So meaning what? The table's gonna turn, the roles gonna sit. I mean, the roles is gonna switch. It said that they shall take them captives who captives they were, and they shall rule over the oppressors. So who captives we were? We were these Edomites captives. We was these other nations captives. But guess what? They're gonna be our captives. They ruled over us, oppressed us. We're gonna rule over them. This is part of the scriptures, man. This is what the Bible says. So don't get mad at me. This is just what the word of the Lord said, man. You know, hey, because the Lord said this. I'm gonna grab this real quick. This is what book is that? I think it's Second Thessalonians 1:6. It says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the most high to recompense tribulation to them that trouble thee, that trouble you. So there you go. It says it's a righteous thing with the most high to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, man. Meaning the Lord is with us putting these nations into captivity, ruling over our oppressors in sovereignty. The Lord is with that, man. The Lord is not with all nations being together and let be bygones be bygones. The Lord never said that He was going to have mercy on these other nations and give them salvation too. Fuck what you did to the apple of my life. Fuck for poking the shit out my eye and making it red as fuck. You know, it's all right. I'm gonna just let it slide. A fucking heathen. Picture a fucking servant walking up to a king's throne and get the poking him in his eye. His head getting chopped right the fuck off, man. You know? So hey, so it's everything we're gonna do is righteous. It's the right thing to do, man. Don't give a fuck what motherfucker feel, man. You know? They say, and to you who are troubled, rest with with us when the Lord shall be revealed from heaven and with his mighty angels. So right, we gonna be at rest, man. We gonna get vengeance and go to sleep like a baby. We ain't gonna think nothing about it, man. We ain't gonna, cause you in this flesh, you might be like, damn, I just killed the nigga. Cause you in the flesh. But when you got that new body, you ain't gonna be thinking about none of that shit. You know? And we gonna kill hey, man, look. Point is, man, um, the victory is ours, man. You know, through Yahweh Hashem Yahweh. Now I'm gonna grab this. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 16. It say, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. So it said every single adversary. An adversary is a what? Your enemy, man. So all these other nations is our enemies because they oppressed us. They kept us at the bottom. You know, this system is um systematically set up for us to still just to stay at the bottom, man. You know, to be at the bottom. It's programmed like that. Who's the biggest consumers here in America? Jake, all the tribes. You know, it's not meant for us to come up here, and it's never gotta pay for that, man. You know? So everyone and all you eaters took right part in it because y'all come over here to make all the fucking money to keep us at the bottom. Y'all oppress us by selling us all this shit. But they know Jake like fancy shit. Jake don't even got no money and still buy fancy ass shit, man. That's oppression too. So you gotta pay for so you heathens, especially you Edomites, you got a lot to fucking pay for, man. And you're not exempt for no judgment. That's to come. You know, not at all. It say every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So there you go, man. You nigga, you heathens is gonna be our spoils, and you're gonna be at the bottom, man. And like I said, you got a lot of heathens that's ready now. Can't wait to get it over with. Oh, because it's on that pop. Hey, don't you know when you ever been in a situation, you got a ass whooping or something, your mom or your dad was about to give you an ass whooping. You walking home from school, but you already know that ass whooping coming, so you already preparing your mom for it. Like, damn, all right. Well, that's that. A lot of these heathens in that mindset. A lot of these low level heathens, they in that mindset now. Like, let's just get this shit over with, man. Fuck it, we to the next move. You know, Cause you got a lot of people that just go with shit, man. That just surrender. Like when they enforce the Tiny Tay, a lot of people just gonna take it just to take it. Like, fuck it. This is what the world say does, we're gonna do it. Like it's just people that's just weak minded and programmed like that. You know? Like I mentioned earlier about the testimony with Apostle Sahara when they was camping. They said we ready to go into slavery right now. You know? Like Shorty right here, she was like, yes, let the word come out. Shit, like, and like I said, I don't really talk to women about the church. She a heathen anyway, you know, or rather she a heathen or not. I think she a heathen, probably not, but she's a fucking woman, so it don't even matter anyway. But she saying, let the word come out. At the end of the day, whether you agree with it or not, you ain't gonna have no choice but to bow down and agree to it, man. Whether you believe it or not, you know. Um, it say For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, who no man seeketh after. So right, there you go. We're not desired right now, but we definitely gonna be desired. We're gonna be highly desired, you know. And we starting to be desired now, but this is a low level. It's gonna get hard. Like we ain't see shit. We don't even know how the feeling is gonna really be for real, you know. But when it come, we're gonna be highly desired because the Lord is gonna restore us back to our natural state. You can't beat no God, man. You know. But we gods and we die like man. We in mortal state right now. We in the lowest of the mortal estate right now, man. But once the Lord lift us back up, you ain't gonna be able to stop nothing. You know. So this is the will of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem Wadash, man. You know? I'm gonna keep going, man. So this is a hot topic. This should motivate you to keep going. You got niggas falling out and shit, man. You niggas is soft, man. You niggas never wanted this, man. All the way back in the time of Moses, man. You know, complaining and murmuring shit. And that's why you ain't gonna take part in this salvation on this side, man. That's why your ass gonna die with these heathens. You're gonna die with the rest of the people, man. Cause your ass don't fucking you just can't get it, man. Yeah. Um, matter of fact, yeah, this is Daniel 12 and 1. It say, at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation. So there you go. It talk about how Michael, the head top archangel on the right hand side, is going to stand up and fight for the Lord's people, man. And what time though? The time of Jacob's trouble, because that's what's going to take place before this place get destroyed by missiles. That's what's going to take place before the kingdom of heaven is going to be established. But the Lord is still going to protect his people through all that because he wants to deliver them. That's the end all be all. That's the end all goal for his elect. They're going to get delivered from the destructions for to take place. So they can take part in the blessings and take part in the promises that the Lord promised his people, man. You know, it's even that same time, even to that same time, and that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. So there you go. Talk about the book of life. So who's written and found in that book? The Lord's elect is, man. Not these other nations. Not these 2/3. They're not written in the book of life. So that's why they're not gonna get delivered. You have to be written in the book of life to be delivered. And ultimately, the reason why, because they wasn't chosen from the foundation of the earth. You know, they wasn't chosen from the foundation of the earth, so they ain't gonna be delivered when the destruction comes. And that's why they can't get this truth. It wasn't meant for them to get it, man. You know, it was meant for these niggas to die with these heathens, man. You know? And the Lord is justified by doing it because all they do is fucking scoff. Complain they never had faith. You read um Egypt, we didn't even make it across the Red Sea yet. Niggas was scoffing. When we was in Egypt, niggas was scoffing. Oh, you gonna kill me too, Moses? The same stupid ass niggas you see walking up and down the street, man. I hate these niggas, man. Niggas walking past all crazy and shit. That's why they gonna take part in this what the Lord got set up, man. They just can't get it, and and they're not gonna get it, man. You know, they put Yahweh Shah on the cross, said let, or they caused him get put on the cross, said let His blood be upon us and our children. Why the Lord say niggas like that, man? And you got brothers, sincere sisters that's out, that's sincerely believing, following the Lord in truth and sincerity, man. That's actually putting in an effort. Brothers out here actually putting their lives on the line, standing out here. Anything can fucking happen. We can get shot, get arrested, get ran over by a bus. All types of shit can happen out here, man. And we risking our own lives to preach the word of the Lord, just to read out the Bible. It's this place so wicked. They make it they literally this place so wicked. You literally being attacked by reading out the Bible. You just reading a book, a spiritual book, um, created words that was created by the Most High Himself, written by the prophets that He chose to write the words, and we just reading out to the public, and that's a not that is a threat to the society, but that's not what I'm saying. Um, 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 we're a target. That's the word. We're a target just from doing that. You know. So why wouldn't the Lord deliver people like that instead of delivering wicked ass niggas that ain't doing shit, man? That's out at home smoking a fucking black and mild, a filthy tip, sweet, you know, riding around with stanky ass breath, committing adultery, which is wicked, man. You know, but we actually doing the will of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. You know, um, it say verse 2, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. Right? It say that the ones that were dead, they're gonna come back to life. And um the ones that came to everlasting life is the elect, because their works followed them. When you die in this truth, your works follow you. If you follow this truth, your works don't follow you. You know? And it says son of shame and everlasting camp. That's all the 2/3. That's all the fallout. That's all the people who rejected this truth. Turned they back on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh shot. Said, fuck that. I'ma I'ma keep um um I'ma keep doing what I want to do. But guess what? Those was gonna be ashamed. Because they gonna be in the kingdom. They ugly ass is gonna be in the kingdom, you know, but they're gonna be ashamed in the kingdom, man, for a very long time. And that's the difference. You know? They're going to be ashamed for the turning away from Yahweh Shah, rejecting this truth, you know, staying in the world, or came in this truth and fell out. They're gonna be highly ashamed of that shit because they're gonna receive a terrible judgment beforehand when when the Lord bring judgment upon His earth, when He bring the time of Jacob's trouble and bring the third world's destruction and deliver His elect. They're gonna receive a heavy judgment. And when they come back, they're gonna remember that shit. And that's why they're gonna be ashamed. It's like getting a hard ass whooping in front of your siblings, you know, and when you see them, you just feel that shame. Like, damn. Cause they witnessed you getting your ass beat. You know, you get your ass beat in front of somebody, you gonna remember that ass whooping like, damn. You know? Shit ain't no fucking game, man. You know? Uh, I'm gonna get some closers, man. I'm just wrap it up real soon, man. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this out. This is Revelations 2 and 26. It say, and he, it say, but that which 2 and 25, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And what do we have? We had his truth. We had his truth. We had his word. We had his gospel. We had his doctrine. This 100% doctrine. We have Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, the Holy Spirit, you know, the brothers. It say hold fast till you hold fast what you have till he come. Endure. Like the bitch said earlier, she said, yeah, and you gotta endure. you know? the Lord put his spirit on her for a quick second. She was like, you gotta endure. you know? But serious, man, you have to endure because it's about to come. We right here, bro. It's like we right here. It's like we taking a long ass trip to a place you love, you desire to go. We about to turn down the street. You want to get out? No, we own the street. We see it. You about to get out the car. Like I don't want to go no more. Like what the fuck, nigga? We here now. It took us fucking 3 days to get here. Hey, spiritually, you know, it took us 3 days to get here. You know, well, according to the Most High, this that third day, 2,000 years ago. Now we ain't coming into that third day, like the scripture say, man. We here now. Ain't no turning back. This the end. You about to turn back, go where? Get stranded, get ate by a coyote, some fucking where? You in the middle of you in order to get to this place, it wasn't a you had to go in the middle of nowhere to drive here. Ain't no turning back, stopping to use the phone or nothing. And once it get dark, you ain't able to see shit. You know? You straight in danger zone. Cause your ass hopped out the car. But I'm figuratively speaking of the representation of on the way to salvation, man. You know, we're here. It's a and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nation. So there you go. If you overcome, and this is why it's important to endure all the way to the end, man. It said if you overcome and keep the works, this is gonna be your blessing, man. It say he will give you power over the nations. So it all ties in together, man. When the kingdom of heaven is established, we're gonna have true sovereignty over the whole earth, including you nations. You're gonna be our servants and handmaids, and you're gonna love your job. Yeah, 1,000 years, you're gonna get fucked up. Esau, he definitely is he's done. But after Esau is gone and all the nations go back to their land and y'all are ruling under our servitude, and still being our servants and handmaids, taking turns and shit, like it speak about in Kings, how King Solomon had the heathens take turns serving us, you know. Yeah, be serving us for a couple months and have a couple months off, then come back and serve. We gonna hey, you gonna be happy with your job. You're gonna love to serve an Israelite. It's like how these heathens look at these top people, these notoriety people that got notoriety here in America, rather than Jake, Edomite, whoever. Oh my God, I seen what's the name today? He shook my hand. I got his autograph. Well, that's how they gonna be when they see us. They gonna love to do the things. They just don't they bugged up about it now because they just can't see it. But once it's actually established, then they gonna know like, oh shit, okay, you know. It say, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I receive of my father. So it said we're gonna rule with a rod of iron. We're gonna put our foot down, man. We're gonna have that authority, and we gonna break these heathens' backs, man, for what they did to us, and they don't follow our laws, statutes, and commandments, because we're gonna enforce that upon them. Yeah, this is going to be a righteous kingdom. It's going to be righteousness enforced throughout all the earth. You see a heathen bow down to the idol, his ass getting put to death, man. See a heathen sleeping with his neighbor's wife or sleeping with anybody's wife, his ass getting put to death, man. He ain't no heathens ain't keeping the Shabbat. They ass is getting put to death, man. We're gonna enforce our laws and righteousness, man. Cause it's gonna be a righteous kingdom. We don't need this wicked shit going on. Righteous kingdom. No, or like it's because the heathens gonna break the laws. So we're gonna judge them and punish them according to every law. You know, some laws is worthy of putting to death, some laws is not. But how it is now, how you just go just freely sin and do what thou will, that shit, that spirit gonna be done away with, man. You know? So yeah, man, this was just a quick little count. I'm about to close out with all praise and the glory too. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Takadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders, a great millstone who grew well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, man. Shalom and Kwam Yasharallah. Abad the Boar.